Hi guys, this is Kellyanne Novak here, and I just had a client that did a no call, no show, and my first reaction was I was frustrated, and I was taking it personally, right? And I'm like, oh, why would he do that? I thought that he really enjoyed it, and so what am I doing? I'm immediately blaming myself because he didn't show up for his appointment with me, right? So I'm going, why am I blaming myself? Let me get closer to you here. Hang on. Okay. Anyway, so here I am, I'm blaming myself for something that I have no control over, right? The point is this. It got me to thinking, okay, he didn't show up, and I took it personally. I went, wait a minute, Kelly. How is it your fault, and why are you angry at him before you even know the circumstances? My knee-jerk reaction, what is our knee-jerk reaction? It's instantly, what did I do? Oh my God, why didn't he show up? Oh no, And I immediately went for that mode, and then I stopped myself. I go, you know what? I don't know the circumstances. I don't know what actually is going on, do I? I do not know what's going on. I don't know why he didn't show up. Maybe he, God forbid, had an accident or something. Would my immediate reaction be to blame myself for something maybe I did, even though how could it have been something I did? I hadn't seen him yet, right? We immediately jump to all these conclusions before we know the situation, right? So I stopped myself and I thought, you know what? There's obviously, he's in his journey of life. I'm in my journey of life. I can decide whether or not to include someone else in my personal journey of life. And, I start thinking, if we would just realize that it's not our responsibility to be involved in someone else's journey unless they invite us in. And then we don't tell people what to do. I'm a healer. I'm an intuitive healer, and I will tell you what I feel, and I will tell you what I see. But I don't tell you what to do. I don't tell you have to keep coming back. I give you the option. If you come back, I can keep working on you, and we can sort this out together. However, I don't force people by telling them, the only way you're going to get better is if you come back every week. No. I give you that option. Because you didn't get it overnight, it's not going to go away overnight. And some people that come to see me, they immediately think that, oh, okay, you're going to fix me right away, and then it's a one-time deal, and I'm never going to be in pain again, and that's not how it works. Because we get emotional scars. We get things that don't show physically until later on in life. When we hold on to emotions attached to pain, attached to a memory, let's say we have an extremely traumatic thing happen to us. Well, our body will remember the pain we suffered, be it mental or physical. And we'll remember that pain that we suffered, right? Our body will store that pain in that memory in the area of the body that was affected during the trauma. You understand what I'm saying? Our muscles have memory, therefore our body has memory. Anyway, I get off the beaten path sometimes. Basically what I'm saying is this, is that it's not my responsibility to tell a person how I think they should do it, or how I think they should live their life. That's not my responsibility, and it's not your responsibility to tell me how to live my life either. We all have to learn to stay out of other people's journeys of life. Let them figure it out. It's their lessons to learn. So many times we involve ourselves in other people's lives, their journeys that they are on, to teach their bodies, or to teach their souls, to teach themselves how to connect with themselves and how to be who they are meant to be. We are all on our own personal journey of life. And what we choose for our life to include in our life is our choice. And if we decide that we want to always get involved in everybody else's lives, including our kids, if we don't let our kids just be who they're going to be, I'm talking about adult kids, let them be who they are. Let them figure out life for themselves. That's what it's all about, is to grow and to learn and to evolve. And that's what I had to do, and that's what you have to do, that's what we all have to do. So you don't take it personally when someone else does something that affects you. The only way it's affecting me is the fact that didn't show up. So how is that well, it's kind of inconvenient because I could have had another client take that place. But other than that, it's not inconvenient for me. But there's got to be a reason why this person didn't make it, because this is a regular client, and I have to give him the benefit of the doubt that something's going on that took him away from today. We have to stop jumping to conclusions. We immediately, knee-jerk reaction, oh, it's against me. It wasn't against me. It's something that affected his how do I put it? It's something that affected his journey where he couldn't get to me today, okay? It was nothing to do with me other than the fact he didn't show up for his appointment. You see what I'm saying? We take things too personally that really don't involve us. This is something he's dealing with. And I will find out later what happened. That's, we've got to quit taking life so personally from other people. Live your own journeys, folks. Figure things out for yourself. And don't always expect everyone else to figure things out for you. You know what? We are, let me fix this. There we go. We are here to learn, to explore, and to create our own lives. And how we decide to live our lives is really, it's totally up to us. It's up to us. Because if we decide that somebody, that we love, well, we're going to get involved in their journey. We're going to tell them how we think they should do it. Oh, no, they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong. Here's what you do. Instead of telling someone they're doing it wrong, you can simply say, well, that's a good way to do it, but I was kind of thinking maybe what if you try it this way? Always say that. What if you try it this way? If it doesn't work, then you can always go back to what you were doing before. But it's just a suggestion. It's one thing to suggest to somebody what you think maybe they could do that can make their lives easier. Or, better yet, just let them figure it out for themselves unless they ask you. If they ask you into their journey, they ask you a question, what do you think? Then you would say, well, if it was me, I would do it this way. But it's really totally up to you, right? Isn't that the way we should do it? Instead of saying, well, they really need to do it this way. Why is it that we're always imposing ourselves on other people? Why are we always imposing what we think is right or wrong on other people? What makes us the authority of everybody else? We are the authority of ourselves. We are the authority of ourselves and only ourselves. And when our kids are full grown, they are the authority of themselves. During the time that those kids are growing up, while they're little kids and growing up, when they need your authority, absolutely, you're the authority of your children. But when they are out there on their own, let them be the authorities of themselves. Don't let them make them always depend on you for all their answers. You see what I'm saying? Same with, make sure that you let your kids know every single day that you love them. Let them know you love them. But don't try to control them and tell them what you think they should do with their lives. You should let them evolve to whoever they choose to be, and that way they can figure it out as they go as to what their interests in life are. If we would just back off and stop imposing on other people what we think they should do, and just say, sit back, let people live their own lives. Unless they ask you, hey, Kellyanne, what do you think I should do? I would say, well, if it was me, I would probably do it this way. And then give them my idea that way. But I would not impose well, you should do it this way, or you should do it that way. If people would just back off and let people be whoever they are, let them wear the t-shirts that say whatever they say on them, why are we so offended by other people and their actions is basically what this whole thing is about. Why are we so offended by other people and what they choose to wear, or what they choose to vote for, or what they choose to live for, or what they choose to represent, if it doesn't affect us directly, personally, physically? Why do we care if somebody wants to walk around in walk around in a Trump t-shirt? It's how they feel, that they believe that's what they want to wear. If they're not messing with anyone, they're just wearing their t-shirt and they're wearing their hat, leave them alone. Let them be who they are. Why are we so offended by everything that everyone else does? Why does it offend us when things don't go our way because of something someone else said, or something someone else does, or some other action that someone else takes? We have to learn to start standing up for ourselves and start believing in ourselves and whatever we feel, not believe, but genuinely feel in our hearts. Whatever we feel, if that's the way we want to be, then that's the way we be. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a follower. Don't do because everyone else thinks that you should. Do because you feel in your heart and soul that that's what you want to do. Don't do because everyone else does. Hey, I've always done things my way and only my way. And nobody tells me what I can or can't do, or how I can or can't do things. But I am respectful of other people's space and other people's time. And that's all I'm saying in this, is that be respectful of other people's space and other people's time. And I guarantee you it'll make your life a lot easier. So that's my words of wisdom for the day, is just be patient, be understanding, be loving, and never give up on people. And don't put all your faith in people. Just have faith in yourself and how you react to that person or situation. That's up to you. not up to anyone else. Okay? So have a great day. This is Kellyanne Novak signing off from Healing Love, Energy Healing, here in Penn Valley, California. 530-446-1317. Have a good day. Bye for now, guys.